so many new things. New is exciting. New keeps me on my toes. I like new. I wanted new. But new can also be overwhelming. New ISTE standards, new school, new job, new language, new house, new views, new collaborations, new relationships, new pillow, new boss, new bed, new grade levels, new climate, new weather, new food, new people, new computer, new colleagues, new ideas, new technology. All this can bog me down. It's a lot to take in. In the midst of all this is my final CoETaIL project. During Course 4, I had thought to try badging or gamification. The BYOD program here at my new school is in its first year of full implementation. Also, it is the first year of full implementation of Edmodo and of using Blogger for the e-portfolios. With all these new initiatives, there is the need to teach the students protocols and how-tos. When my director, David, suggested using a badging system to teach all the new initiatives to the students, I jumped on board. It was exactly what I'd wanted. In my new position, I had been unsure how I was going to implement either gaming or badging. Our goal for the students was to have the students complete the setup of the new systems. But that was only part of it. We wanted to start to teach them how to be self-sufficient. We wanted them to take the initiative to use the resources as they saw fit and be autonomous in their learning, to take ownership. David and I got it set up and introduced it to the teachers and students during their mentor time. This was fun, but I wanted more hands-on with it. I had questions. Were the kids following up? Were the mentors awarding badges? Were the mentors just telling them how to do it? Or were they allowing the students to use the resources to find the answers themselves? Were the students watching the videos we created? Not being a mentor teacher, I felt disconnected. By not being able to dig in myself with the students, I wanted to be more involved. As I reflected, I decided I wanted to change it up a bit, to make it more centralized. I thought having one entity to award the badges and be more in charge would benefit the initiative and be a positive change. At this time, I had the opportunity to attend an unconference. I was hoping there would be someone there that I could talk to about badging. And lo and behold, the universe put Brad Flickinger at the conference with me. He is a wealth of badging information. So, after our conversations and using his tutelage as an example, I've been creating a badging plan that my director is on board with, but is suggesting we wait until the next school year to implement. This system will be centralized and will offer opportunities to earn badges not only on those aforementioned skills, but also on a variety of creation apps and web tools which will be connected to the classroom content. While in my session with Brad at the unconference, I learned that my coworker, Andrea, has had experience gamifying a class. She gamified her language class when she was in the classroom. Through my conversations with her, I expressed my thoughts about badging or gamifying the computer technology class that I teach. This is a new class with a new teacher with no set curriculum. The tech director had asked me to focus on using the MYP design cycle and make it a stop-motion class. It's been a long time since I taught my own class, and I must admit to feeling like a babe in the woods again. It's been a good experience, and I have enjoyed it, but I must admit, the class needs to be redesigned, rethought, revamped, remade, and overhauled. In thinking about the redesign, I asked myself, what are my class goals? What do I want the students to come away with? And I have two main goals. Number one is the MYP design cycle, and number two are the ISTE standards. As I continued my discussions with Andrea, we talked a lot about intrinsic and extrinsic motivations. This is important to me, and I didn't want to dangle carrots. I want the kids to want to learn it. Also, I want them to learn this as a vehicle for learning other things, to apply this knowledge to life. So, gamification of CompTech is being formed. Since I don't teach the course again until February, I have time to plan it out. Now, I have to admit, I don't play many complex games with levels and points. I'm more of an Uno girl. Charades and Taboo are our family picks. As it turns out, that very week, something in my Twitter feed caught my attention. A podcast with Vicki Davis, Cool Cat teacher, on gaming in the classroom. After listening to it, I came away with 2 key points that stuck with me. Number 1, I, as the teacher, am the game master. And number 2, make it fun, playful, and unexpected. As I did more and more research, it became a great rabbit hole of information, resources, and ideas. My head was spinning with so much to digest. It was fun to reimagine my class. I had, and still have, so much to learn. I then came across Hannah E. Kingsley's final CoETaIL blog. She had done gaming as her project too. She said she'd used Classcraft to gamify her class. So I played around with this tool and learned a lot and came away with a bunch of fun ideas. But the best thing I read on her blog post was her advice to just jump in. I decided to listen to her advice about not spending too much time trying to plan it all out and get it perfect. I'm hoping my students will be as helpful as hers were to her to help me get started as I take a deep breath and jump in. I began to plan, but I keep in mind that as the game master, I can change anything at any time. Since my class is a stop motion class and the students' final project is to create their masterpiece, which is shared out at the film festival, I decided to make the game movie-based. The final rubric describes expectations, although with the experience of this class, I'll revamp the rubric too. I have made a mock-up of the game board and have asked a middle or high school graphic design student who is looking for CAS hours to make a nicer one. I have levels for each section: apprentice, actor, director, and Oscar winner. The game board will be both physical and digital. The digital version will have links, videos, guides, etc. to help students move along their journey. They can earn extra points, or in this case money, by posting new resources to our game board. At this point, I imagine I will use ThingLink for my digital version. The physical version will hang in the class to show student progress. I want students to see one another's progress so they know who they can go to for advice and help. Each time a student submits a piece to level up, they post in Edmodo and receive peer feedback. This helps students to hone their skills. As they move up levels, they earn more money or points. Once they achieve Oscar winner status, they will create a how-to video, which is posted to YouTube and linked to the digital game board. These videos are intended to help their fellow gamers achieve a higher level. This how-to video will, of course, help them earn more point money. I've mentioned the points a few times. Along with the game board and the leveling up will be a point system. In the movie industry, you always need more money to make bigger and better films. So in this game, points will be money. With money, students will be able to purchase privileges that I see our students wanting, such as listening to music in class, eating a snack, leaving 2 minutes early, opting out of one of the reflection questions, and things like that. I can always add more. I'm the game master after all. They can also lose money for things like being off task, distracting another group, or being disrespectful. Since this is also meant to have aspects of fun and play, I learned that a fun thing to do is have daily events and challenges mixed in that affect the whole class. An event, for instance, could be something like, it's raining, you can't film outside, lose $20. Or, your main actor has the flu and can't work, lose $10. On the plus side, a new camera was just developed. You can film 3 times as fast, earn $15. And scouting crew found the perfect shooting location, earn $7. A challenge might be, you just got a job acting for a new movie. It takes place in England. Money earned for speaking with a British accent. Or, it's comedy day. Money earned for making the game master laugh out loud. I cannot wait to implement this in February.